Hey y'all, I want to talk to you today about lethality and what it actually means in context of self-defense. The reason I want to talk about this, we've talked about caliber on this channel quite a bit. I have done testing on various calibers, and especially when it comes to 22 long rifle, I see a lot of patterns in the comment section that don't make a lot of sense. But if I see a pattern continue to arise, it probably means that it's opinion that is held semi-regularly. I have combat experience as an infantryman, an airborne infantryman, in the military, and after that experience, I have invested in hundreds of hours of private professional training, and I just want to help you with a little bit of context, basically just on what lethality actually means. Hello, welcome to the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. I am Jacob, your host. This channel is made possible through sales at my website, beachandtactical.com, where I hand make, using only American-made mil-spec components, rifle slings, gear slings, and other accessories. Also, I have a knife brand, Exodus Knife and Tool. Our knives are made by White River Knife and Tool in Fremont, Michigan, using only the finest materials available. The designs are practical, simple, and versatile. We have affiliate links in the description box below. I do have a Patreon, and also February's sponsor for February of 23 is Warriors Collection, a veteran-owned business selling apparel, coffee, tea, but really a business that is focusing on donating to and helping veterans and veteran organizations. Please check those out. They'll all be in the description box below, and let's get you right back to the content. So what is lethality? We understand lethality to mean something that will kill you, something that is lethal. However, when we're talking about self-defense, we have a little bit more context. When we are talking about a caliber that is effective in self-defense, we have a lot of things to balance. Of course, most of us, if we wanted an absolute downright up quick showstopper, would be concealed carrying a 12 gauge with triple-aught buck in it. If you put a 12 gauge with triple-aught buck at point blank range through somebody's chest, they will stop attacking you. We all understand that. However, we have this balance in a polite society of what you can carry, what is comfortable to carry, what is easy to carry, what is easy to conceal, and a 12 gauge shotgun does not make the list. So we see people arguing for 22 long rifle regularly. And they will often state an arbitrary number like, say, 60% of assailants are stopped within the first shot, regardless of caliber. The problem with that is these types of statistics are variable. They depend on a lot of different things. And the number of people who are immediately physically incapacitated by 22 long rifle is quite small. And this video isn't just about 22 long rifle, but I see these patterns of people defending 22 long rifle as an effective self-defense caliber, but then turning around and saying that oftentimes in a fight with police or whatever else, that even 45, 9mm, and 40 Smith & Wesson are not effective fight stoppers. And this is where we run into issues when we are looking at self-defense, because self-defense has been sanitized like martial arts to the point where people believe that they have to use the minimum possible force to de-escalate the situation. People are afraid of the law and they want to do the absolute minimum. The reality is, if you are a person like me who finds themselves in a violent altercation, it is because you have been assaulted. So if someone attacks me, being responsible for my family, my children, and for everything else, the person who is attacking me is at fault. And anything that I do beyond the maximum response is putting my wife and my children in danger. So in a violent altercation, it is not only imprudent but irresponsible to look for the least effective item in which to defend yourself with. It is uneducated. So the problem is that, as is often mentioned, even 45 and 9mm and 40 Smith & Wesson will not immediately put someone down in a fight. That is indisputable truth. However, something that would immediately end the fight, like, say, a 12 gauge loaded with triple-aught buck point blank right to someone's chest, center mass, is not concealable, and it is not practical in polite society. So we have to pick firearms and calibers that are a good balance of effective energy, concealability, carryability, etc. Going to 22 long rifle, in this case, is not the answer. The fact that something has killed somebody not only does not make it lethal definitively, it also does not make it a good option for concealed carry and for self-defense. So, is a McDonald's cheeseburger lethal? The answer is no. Chances are you will not die from eating a single McDonald's cheeseburger. However, how many people in America are killed by fast food every year? I promise you, the number is far, far higher than the number of people who are killed by firearms. Does that mean that a cheeseburger is the right option for you to go to for a self-defense tool? Please, don't kill me or my family. Have a cheeseburger. No. Likewise, the fact that 22 long rifle can kill someone, absolutely can kill someone, does not mean that it is an effective choice as a self-defense caliber. The reality of a fight, especially the type of person who argues about calibers online who has gotten absolutely no training, is that people are really good at not getting shot and are naturally good at not getting shot in lethal places. You have a switch and you have a timer. Your switches are essentially your spinal cord and your brain. You get a bullet to sever these, the lights go out. Everything else is a switch. You are counting down the time that it takes for someone to lose enough blood pressure for their brain to stop working, and or you are severing tendons, muscles, and other organs to make someone lose the will to continue the fight. So to argue on one hand that someone in police situations, a person in a fight can soak up a certain amount of 9mm, 45 ACP, or 40 Smith & Wesson and continue fighting, but to do so in defense of 22 long rifle is absolutely ignorant. By the definition, I don't know why the word ignorant has become everybody's go-to insult, but by the definition, it is absolutely ignorant. The fact that some assassins, some incredibly highly funded, highly trained assassins use 22 long rifle is absolutely irrelevant. Are you an assassin? Are you going to be the person taking the first shot? Shot placement is much easier when the person being shot doesn't know they're being shot at yet. So if you are an assassin who can walk up behind someone and put a pistol right at their temple and pull the trigger, maybe 22 long rifle is going to be effective for you, but you're not talking about that, are you? You're talking about self-defense, which means someone else is already actively attacking you, which means you don't get the advantage of surprise and shot placement, and being that you're not an assassin, you don't have the training for it. So, the correct way to balance. The number one priority for the caliber that you choose should probably be a balance of its effectiveness in a self-defense situation and its cost per round. Statistically, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, and 9mm have for all intents and purposes, the exact same statistical effect in violent confrontation. 9mm is the cheapest. At the end of the day, the one that you shoot the best is the right answer, and the one that you shoot the best will be the one that you have shot the most. Also, the one that probably has the highest capacity and lowest recoil. So, guys, at the end of the day, mindset, tactics, skills, gear. If you have no training and no experience, your mindset is not going to be right. If you listen to the right people, they can help you, push you in that direction. But I see all of these people commenting with absolutely no experience, and they are using their own reasoning, which they came to without experience, to justify a decision that they made. This is a good way to end up, at best, woefully underprepared and unequipped, and at worst, dead. So there you go. Consider lethality. Consider the importance of shot placement. Consider the timing. I mentioned in the 22 video that my friend was shot in the stomach with a 22 long rifle, point blank. It took him quite a bit of time to get to the hospital, and he lived. I have heard countless people talk about how many animals or people they've shot with, or known to have been shot with 22 long rifle, and the fact that they died. That is irrelevant. Absolutely, incredibly irrelevant. And once again, more people have been killed by McDonald's cheeseburgers than by 22 long rifle. So if that is the foundation for your argument for 22 long rifle, stop eating cheeseburgers. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope that you have a blessed day. Oh, and so I'll say this for my subscribers and friends and patrons. I haven't uploaded a video in over a week at this point. I really want to be out here bushcrafting. I got sick. Woo flu, I don't know, something pretty bad. And I'm feeling like crap. So that's really put a damper on the system here. I haven't been really active on social media, haven't been active anywhere. Now I've started at this point where I'm getting a little bit better to try and take copious amounts of caffeine and to get some exercising in, because I don't want to recover from this and just be completely screwed. So I'm basically able to film this video and be alive and have my eyes open right now because of copious amounts of caffeine. And as soon as I come off of this caffeine, I'm going to go back to being a zombie. It's probably the wife. But that's why the content has been slowed down. I have to get back to adventures shortly. I am planning on it. I hope you have a blessed day, and that's what's going on.